नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 1, text number 19. Tvam tu abjanabha angri saroja kosha tvam tva abjanabha nabhangri saroja kosha durgashritaha nirjita shat sapatnaha durgashrito nirjita shat sapatnaha bhungshva iha bhogan purusha atidishthan भुङ्क्ष्वेह भोगान् पुरुषातिदिष्टान् विमुक्ता सङ्गः प्रकृतिं भजस्व विमुक्तसङ्गः प्रकृतिं भजस्व त्वं त्वब्जनाभाङ्घ्रि सरोजकोशा दुर्गाश्रितो निर्जितषट्सपत्नः भुङ्क्ष्वेव भोगान् पुरुषातिदिष्टान् विमुक्तसङ्गः प्रकृतिं भजस्व त्वं त्वब्जनाभाङ्घ्रि सरोजकोशा दुर्गाश्रितो निर्जितषट्सपत्नः भुङ्क्ष्वेह भोगान् पुरुषातिदिष्टान् विमुक्तसङ्गः प्रकृतिं भजस्व त्वं त्वब्जनाभाङ्घ्रि सरोजकोशा दुर्गाश्रितो निर्जितषट्सपत्नः भुङ्क्ष्वेह भोगान् पुरुषातिदिष्टान् विमुक्तसङ्गः प्रकृतिं भजस्व त्वं त्वब्जनाभाङ्घ्रि सरोजकोशा प्रकृतिं भजस्व पुंक्ष्वेह भोगान् पुरुषातिदिष्टान् विमुक्त संगः प्रकृतिं भजस्व त्वं yourself tu then abjanabha of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose navel is like a lotus flower, Angri feet, Saroja lotus, Kosha whole, Durga the stronghold, Ashritaha taken shelter of, Nirjita conquered, Shat Sapatnaha the six enemies, the mind and five senses. Bhungshva enjoy, Iha in this material world, Bhogan enjoyable things, Purusha by the Supreme Person, Atidishtan extraordinarily ordered, Vimukta liberated, Sangaha from material association, Prakritim constitutional position, Bhajasva enjoy. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Lord Brahma continued, my dear Priyavrata, seek shelter inside the opening in the lotus of the feet of the Lord, whose navel is also like a lotus. Thus conquer the six sense organs, the mind and the knowledge acquiring senses. Accept material enjoyment because the Lord extraordinarily has ordered you to do this. You will thus always be liberated from material association and be able to carry out the Lord's orders in your constitutional position. Translation with repetition. Lord Brahma continued, my dear Priyavrata, seek shelter inside the opening in the lotus of the feet of the Lord, whose navel is also like a lotus. Thus conquer the six sense organs, the mind and knowledge acquiring senses. Accept material enjoyment because the Lord extraordinarily has ordered you to do this. You will thus always be liberated from material association and be able to carry out the Lord's order in your constitutional position. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. There are three kinds of men within this material world. Those who are trying to enjoy the senses to the utmost are called karmis. Above them are the jnanis, who try to conquer the urges of the senses. And above them are the yogis, who have already conquered the senses. None of them, however, are situated in a transcendental position. Only devotees who belong to none of the above mentioned groups are transcendental. As explained in Bhagavad Gita, Mam chayo abhyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitya brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall down in any circumstance, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Lord Brahma herein advises Priyavrata to remain transcendental in the fortress not of family life, but of the lotus feet of the Lord. Abjanabhangri saroja. When a bumblebee enters the opening of a lotus flower and drinks its honey, it is fully protected by the petals of the lotus. The bee is undisturbed by sunshine and other external influences. Similarly, one who always seeks shelter at the lotus feet of this personality of Godhead is protected from all dangers. It is therefore said in Srimad Bhagavatam, Samashritaye padapallavaplavam mahatpadam punyayasho murare bhavam buddhirvatsapadam param padam 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 yat vipadam natesha. For one who has taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, everything becomes easier. Indeed, even the crossing the great ocean of nations, Bhavam Buddhi, is exactly like crossing the hoof print created by a calf. Vatsapadam. For such a devotee, there is no question of remaining in a place where every step is dangerous. Our actual duty is to carry out the supreme order of the personality of Godhead. If we are fixed in our determination to carry out the supreme order of the Lord, we are always secure, regardless of where we are situated, whether in hell or in heaven. Herein the words Prakritim Bhajasva are very significant. Prakritim refers to one's constitutional position. Every living entity has the constitutional position of being an eternal servant of God. Therefore, Lord Brahma advised Priyavrata, be situated in your original position as an eternal servant of the Lord. If you carry out His orders, you will never fall, even in the midst of material enjoyment. Material enjoyment achieved by dint of one's fruitive activities differs from material enjoyment given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A devotee sometimes appears to be in a very opulent position, but he accepts the position to follow the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, a devotee is never affected by material influences. The devotees in the Krishna consciousness movement are preaching all over the world in accordance with the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They have to meet many karmis, but by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are unaffected by material influences. He has blessed them, as described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Kabhu na bhadibe, tomara vishay taranga, punarapi eithani, pabe mora sange. A sincere devotee who engages in the service of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by preaching his cult all over the world will never be affected by Vishaya Taranga, material influences. On the contrary, In due course of time, he will return to the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and will thus have perpetual association with him. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta Purpose. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So continuing Lord Brahma's instructions to Priyavrata. This is the last verse in the instructions to Priyavrata. And in this verse, Lord Brahma is advising Priyavrata what he should do very conclusively. In the previous verse, Lord Brahma introduced one phrase, Durgashritaha. Durga in a fortress and Ashritaha to be in the shelter of a fortress, of a fort. So in this verse he is clarifying what is that fort. Because if you are in a fort, you are very secure. High walls are there, big doors, iron doors are there, chains are there, they are bolted, and there are many soldiers watching over, and you are inside. Oh, so safe. Right? So, what is that fort of safety that Lord Brahma is recommending to Priyavrata? Tvam tvabjanabhangri saroja kosha. Kosha means a hole, a cavity. And if you are in that cavity, like a cavity created in a safe cavity created in a fort, like that. So he's saying that kosha, that safe cavity, which is Durgashritaha, which is actually very, very safe. You can be under that shelter. And that shelter is Abjanabhangri Saroja Kosha. Abjanabha. Abjanabha, referring to Vishnu, referring to Krishna, like Padmanabha. Padmanabha refers to Lord Vishnu. Abja is also another word for Padma, lotus. Abjanabha, Angri, his lotus feet. His feet, Angri is feet. Angri is also Saroja, is also lotus feet. So, when you are situated in the kosha, Saroja kosha of Angri, Angri Saroja kosha of who? Abjanabha, of the Lord. Tvam, if you are situated there, that is Durgashritaha. You will be fully safe. Because when you are situated like that, Nirjita Shatsapatnaha, there are 6 very powerful enemies trying to attack the conditioned soul. But that Shat Sapatnaha, that 6 enemies. Otherwise, conditioned souls are wedded to those enemies. They don't realize. Can you imagine? Suppose you are doing business and you are looking for a business partner, and your greatest enemy comes and says, I want to become your partner. And you will embrace him and say, come, sit next to me. You shall be my partner. And he's your greatest enemy. What's he going to do to you? He'll advise you, he will make you do all kinds of things which will destroy you. Right? In the same way, the conditioned souls, Shat Sapatnaha, we have embraced them and accepted them as Sapatnaha, our co-wives. All of you, 6 of you, so wonderful you are. Please be with me, live with me. This is what has happened to the conditioned soul. So, here, Lord Brahma is saying, but if you take Abjana, Bhangri, Saroja, Kosha, Durga, Shritaha, if you take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, meaning you are always directed, your life is always directed by the teachings, by the instructions of the Lord. Your activities are always in service of the mission of the Lord and nothing else. That is Durga Ashritaha. Saroja Kosha Ashrita, Hungry Saroja Kosha Ashrita, Durga Ashritaha. If our life can be like that, then Nirjita Shat Sapatnaha, we can conquer these powerful 6 enemies. And then, Bhungshveha Bhogan. It's a very, very extraordinary direction of Lord Brahma. He's saying, Bhungshva, Bhungshveha Bhogan. And in this way, you may be in a situation to enjoy in this material world. So be it. Enjoy. Bhungshveha Bhogan. Because this is Purusha Atidishtan. Purusha, the Supreme Lord, personality of Godhead. Atidishtan. Dishtan means Purusha's order. But Atidishtan means this is a very extraordinary situation, Priyavrata. The Lord has sent us with His order, with His extraordinary order, Purushati Dishtan, Bhungshveha. And in this material world, Bhungshveha Bhogan, Purushati Dishtan. But Vimukta Sangaha, don't be involved in the material association. Be detached, Vimukta Sangaha, and Prakritim Bhajasva. And be situated in your Prakriti. What is your Prakriti? What is the Prakriti of every living entity? The Prakriti here referring to the nature. What is the nature of every living entity? To be a servant of the Lord. That's the Prakriti of the Jiva. And when you are situated in that, Bhajasva, you can enjoy serving the Lord, involved in the service of the Lord. Prakritim Bhajasva. So this is the direction, a conclusive direction of Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma continued, my dear Priyavrata, seek shelter inside the opening in the lotus feet of the Lord. Seek shelter, Durga Ashritaha, inside the opening, Kosha, in the lotus feet of the Lord, Angri Saroja Kosha Durga Ashritaha. There you seek shelter, whose navel is also like a lotus, Abjanabha. Thus conquer Nirjitaha, the 6 sense organs, Shat Sapatnaha, the mind and the knowledge acquiring senses. Accept material enjoyment, Bhogan, Bhungshva Iha, Bhungshveha Bhogan. Because the Lord, Purusha, extraordinarily has ordered you to do this. Purushati Dishtan. You will thus always be liberated from material association, vimukta sangaha, and be able to carry out the Lord's order in your constitutional position. Prakrutim bhajasva. So, a very, very interesting verse, very interesting purport by Srila Prabhupada. Actually, in the purport, Prabhupada sets up three parallel discussions. You will see that. Very wonderful, wonderful Prabhupada's explanation. At the one level, what's happening is Lord Brahma instructing Priyavrata. Right? That's what we are seeing in the words in this part of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And he is telling, Purushati Dishtan Bhungshveha Bhogan Prakritim Bhajasva. You, Lord has ordered this to you, and we, the carriers of the Lord, have brought this direction, Ati Dishtan, to you. So this is one level. Another level, Srila Prabhupada brings out in the purport of a Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We'll read that. And the third level, Prabhupada compares that to our lives in Krishna consciousness. We as devotees in Srila Prabhupada's movement, in his institution, serving his mission, our life, what's going on? And Prabhupada brings a comparison to all three. Priyavrata, Brahma Priyavrata, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his Leela, one particular Leela, we'll talk about that. And then our situation. And he brings a comparison of the three and what is happening to our lives from this transcendental viewpoint Prabhupada brings out. Okay, now one by one. First point Prabhupada is making here, there are three kinds of living entities, three kinds of human beings, not living entities, not all animals, it doesn't apply. Human beings. One, there are people who are working very hard to enjoy the material world, right? I get one mail from some person known to us in the organization. And then, in the mail there is some signature, one statement you can have, something like that. And then in his statement it says, enjoy life to the fullest extent. Right? Different people put different things. Right? So he has put, enjoy life to the fullest extent. So that's actually a large number of people in this world. They think like that. We must enjoy life to the fullest extent. Yeah, we also don't disagree with that. But we will say, you should enjoy life to the fullest extent in a spiritual way. You must know how to enjoy. You enjoy in the material way, you're going to get implicated and then all kinds of miseries you will experience. So, anyway, good. So, large number of people are interested in enjoying life to the fullest extent, and they are known as the karmis. Karmis can be very pious people also. Not that karmis are all demons. They can be very pious, God-fearing, doing some vrata, going to temples and all of that. But their intent is, I must enjoy the material world, but I know there is God, so I need God's blessing, and with God's blessing, I want to enjoy the material world. They are called karmis. They are different from asuras, who say, there is no God at all, I will plan my way. So that's different. They are asuras. Asuras and karmis are different. So, large number of people are this kind of an attitude. Let's enjoy the world. Let's take God's blessing. Like most of our parents were like that, right? They were all very God-fearing, God-worshipping, and that kind of people. The second one, Prabhupada is saying, is there are people who try to conquer this. They have understood that this material world, whatever you try to enjoy in this material world through the senses and the objects of the senses, Vishaya, Indriya and Indriya Vishaya, I try to enjoy in so many ways, But this material world gives miseries, has disease, old age, death, all these temporary relationships, it'll all break. Now I should negate this world and find enlightenment. And in that enlightenment, I should understand my spiritual identity, and in that way, enjoy life in that spiritual situation. Who enjoys? I enjoy. So they are called Jnani. And they want to understand their spiritual reality and identify that that spiritual reality is that not this material reality confined in the body and this material world, but I am a spiritual entity, but I still want to enjoy in that spiritual identity. That's the goal of the Jnani. Then the third kind of people there are the yogis who also conquer the senses, but they also want to meditate and they want to go to higher planetary system. They want to have a better control of their situation, go to material higher planets where there is more enjoyment and all kinds of things like that, and acquire some extraordinary special powers in this world, and in that way enjoy for themselves. So Prabhupada is pointing out, karmis, jnanis, yogi, all of them have that desire that I have to enjoy, and they are not in a transcendental position. That's what Prabhupada is pointing out. How can you say they are not, jnanis are not in a transcendental position? How can you say yogis are not in a transcendental position? Because Krishna has said, only by bhakti you can come to a transcendental position. Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. If you want to be brahma bhuyaya kalpate, bhakti is required. So if at all jnanis also want to transcend, and in fact jnanis do that, they add a little bit of bhakti and then it becomes jnana yoga. The yoga is the bhakti part of it. Because of the bhakti part of it, that this is known as viddha bhakti, means mixed bhakti. If there is no bhakti, they cannot transcend. So they add a little bit of bhakti and jnana, they transcend. They add a little bit of karma and jnana, they become karma yogis, they also can transcend. But that push is coming, transcendence is coming because of yoga. Yoga means linking with the Lord. Linking with the Lord is only by bhakti. And hence, yogis, the Ashtanga yogis, jnana yogis, karma yogis, for them, because of the yoga element, the bhakti element in it, there is a hope for transcendence. But otherwise, by themselves, they are not in a transcendental position, because you can get the transcendental position, mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. This is the confidence, this is the faith that our acharyas have, immense faith in the words of Krishna. Krishna has said this. We will not change. Krishna has said, mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan. No one else can come to a transcendental position. Only when there is a little mix of bhakti in all of these, jnana, karma, and yoga, there is a hope of transcendence. None of them are transcendental, but devotees alone are transcendental. So this is the position of bhakti. And that is why Brahma is advising Priyavrata, be transcendental by abjana bhangri saroja kosha durghashritaha. Lord Brahma's recommendation, advice to Priyavrata is to become transcendental. Transcendental under the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord and the lotus feet of the representative of the Lord. You also need help of the representative of the Lord. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Te Korya Aikya. You must get a guru who is a representative of Krishna, and his words, Chitta Aikya. You make his words, his instructions, his desires, his ambitions, his aspirations, his spirit, Aikya in your heart. That becomes your direction in your life. That becomes the basis in your life. That is Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Te Korya Aikya Arana Koryo Mane Asha. And that Guru must be so surrendered, so devoted to Krishna, and he and Krishna are non-different in that sense. He is a perfect representative of Krishna. That is the advice of very little time. We'll try to go forward faster. Now, so in that way one can come to the transcendental position. And then material world, which is otherwise very difficult, becomes easy to conquer. That's the point Lord Brahma is making to Priyavrata. And for that, Prabhupada has quoted this verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Samashritaye padapallava plavam mahatpadam punya yasho murare bhavam buddhir vatsapadam. This material world is like an ocean of nations, ignorance, suffering, miseries, and all of this. But this vast ocean, bhavam buddhi, bhava material, ambudhi ocean, bhavam buddhi becomes vatsapadam. Becomes vatsa. Vatsa is a calf padam. It makes a hoof print. What is that small thing? We'll jump over. The bhavam buddhir vatsa padam. It becomes, if you do samashrita, if we take shelter of the Lord's lotus feet. So that was the next point. And then Prabhupada has brought out this point about material enjoyment achieved by karma is different from the material enjoyment the Lord gives. That's what is happening to Priyavrata. Atidhishtan, Purusha Atidhishtan. Extraordinarily, the Lord has ordered you to become a king, Bhungshvaiha Bhogan, but you should be Vimukta Sangaha and Prakrutim Bhajasva, and you should be serving them. This shows that how the material world is very important for the Lord. The material world is important, and the ruler in the material world is very important, is of great concern for the Lord, because this is where the material world is Lord's Bhakta program. Isn't it? He's hoping some conditioned souls will do Sarva Dharman. Somebody will go and preach to them, and they will do Sarva Dharman, and they'll get purified, and they'll come back to my abode. That's why the Lord is very interested that this program is running nicely, the material world is running nicely. So that is the interest of the Lord. And Lord has decided that Priyavrata should become the head of the Bhakta program. And he's gone away. He's saying, no, I don't want to be head of the Bhakta program. No, he's saying, no, Purushati Dishtan, go and become the head of the Bhakta program in the material world. I have a plan for that. So he's saying this. Now Priyavrata is saying, no, there is too much enjoyment there. No, don't worry. Even if there is enjoyment, but you will be under my protection. So this was Brahma's instruction to Priyavrata. Now, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling in South India, he comes to a place, Kurmakshetra. a very well-known place and very well-known pastime. But there is something, let's little closely look at that pastime. Kurma name esi grame vaidika brahmana bahu shraddha bhakti kaila prabhura nimantrana. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling, he came to Kurma name sei grama. So sei grame vaidika brahmana. There was a Vaidika Brahmana in a grama, in a village, and Kurma name, and his name was Kurma. So there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Bahu Shraddha Bhakti Kaila Prabhu Ranimantrana. And this Brahmana, Kurma Brahmana came, and Shraddha Bhakti, with lot of devotion and Shraddha, Nimantrana, Prabhu Ranimantrana. He invited, Prabhu, Mahaprabhu, please come to my house. This is what happened. In one village, there was a Vedic Brahmana named Kurma. He invited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home with great respect and devotion. So what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do? Ghare ani prabhur kaila pada prakshalana sei jala vamsha sahita karila bhakshana. Ghare ani prabhura kaila pada prakshalana. He took him to his house. Pada prakshalana. He washed the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Great fortune for that Kurma Brahmana. Sei jala, and that water which washed the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Vamsha Sahita Karile Bhakshana. He called all his family members and they all drank. Very happy. This Brahmana brought Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home, washed his lotus feet, and with his family members drank that water. Then what did he do? Aneka prakara sneha bhiksha karela goshanira. I'll take a little extra time. Goshanira sheshanna savamshe khalila. Savamshe khaila. Aneka prakara sneha bhiksha karela. Lot of varieties of food his family cooked and made Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eat that, and Sheshanna, whatever was left over, Savamsha Khaila, and all the family members, all of them ate that. With great affection and respect, that Kurma Brahmana made Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eat all kinds of foods. After that, the remnants were shared by all the members of the family. E pada padma tomara Brahma dhyana kare. Sei pada padma sakshat aila mora ghare. He said, your lotus feet, even Lord Brahma is meditating on. That lotus feet has come to my house. So the Brahmana then began to pray, oh my Lord, your lotus feet are meditated upon by Lord Brahma, and these very lotus feet have come into my home. Mora bhagyera sima nai aya kahana. Aji mora shlagya haila janma kula dhana. Mora bhagyer sima na yaya kahana. What can I tell? There is no end, there is no limit to the bhagya, my good fortune. I can't describe in words. Aji mora shlagya haila janma kula dhana. My birth, my vamsha, my family, dhana, all the wealth I have all become shlagya, have become glorified, because that was engaged in your service. My dear Lord, there is no limit to my great fortune. It cannot be described. Today my family, birth and riches have all been glorified. Kripa kare Prabhu more yan toma sange sahite na pari dukkha vishayatarange. Then he prayed to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please show favor, Kripa kare Prabhu more yan toma sange, and I'll come with you. Sahita napari. I'm not able to tolerate dukkha vishaya. This material world, being in this material world, dukkha taranga, vishaya taranga that is coming, the materialistic way of life, that waves that are coming, I'm not able to tolerate that. Sahita napari dukkha vishaya taranga. The Brahmana begged Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my dear Lord, kindly show me favor and let me go with you. I can no longer tolerate the waves of misery caused by materialistic life. So, this Brahmana was a enlightened Brahmana. He realized that this material world is Vishaya Taranga. This material world, the material Vishaya Taranga, waves of materialistic life. This materialistic life, trying to enjoy, trying to compete with others and become powerful, become famous and all of these things, the living entity is actually suffering. This is the first realization a devotee must have. This is Vishaya Taranga, Dukkha Vishaya Taranga. And this is described, Prabhupada writes in the purport, Samsara Vishanale, Divanishi Hiya Jwale, Juraite na koinu upai. He's quoting Narottam Das Thakur's prayers, that in my heart, day and night, Samsara Vishanale, Divanishi Hiya Jwale. There is a fire of materialism burning in my heart. And I have not found a way to put it out. This is the realization a devotee must have, and pray to Krishna, please help me put out that fire. So this Brahmana had realized that, and so he prayed to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I can't tolerate this. So what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say to him? Prabhu kahe, eiche baat khabu na kahiba. Don't speak like that. Gruhe rahi, Krishna nama nirantara laiva. Stay in your house and chant Krishna's name always. So he told him like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, don't speak like that again. Better to remain at home and chant the holy name of Krishna always. And then he said, Yare dekho thare kaho Krishna upadesh, amara agnai guruhana thara yedesh. Instruct everyone to follow the orders of Lord Shri Krishna as they are given in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, become a spiritual master and try to liberate everyone in this land. This is the sublime mission of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, etc., etc., Prabhupada says. After that is the verse that Prabhupada has quoted in today's purport. Very significant. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Khabu na bhadive tomara vishaya taranga. Punarapi eithani pabe mora sange. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Khabu na bhadive tomara vishaya taranga. Because Kurma Brahmana had complained to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Vishaya Taranga is bothering me, I am not able to tolerate. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving him assurance, Khabu na bhadibe tomara Vishaya Taranga. This will never bother you, this will never obstruct you. Na bhadibe. Bhaditha, bhadithe means to become perturbed, obstructed, disturbed by that. Khabu na bhadibe. Tomar Vishai Taranga. Punarapi eithani pabhemora sangha. And in this very place, you will have my association. And Prabhupada's translation of that is, please carefully hear. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further advised the Brahmana Kurma, if you follow this instruction, your materialistic life at home will not obstruct your spiritual advancement. Indeed, if you follow these regulative principles, we will meet again here. Punarapi eithani pabhemora sangha. Or rather, you will never lose my company. You will never lose my company if you follow the principles I have given you, and if you keep preaching while you are here in this world. So, that is the instruction that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to Kurma Brahmana. Now you see the parallel? What Lord Brahma is telling Priyavrata, very similar to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling Kurma Brahmana, you follow, this is my order to you, this is my mission, you be engaged in my mission. Even when you are in this material world, if you are engaged in my mission, this material life will not disturb you, and you will always have my association. I will always be with you. You will never lose my company. You will be in my association. This is the order that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to Kurma Brahmana. And now Prabhupada brings out, this is actually the mission of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We may be in the material world. We may be in opulent temples. These opulent temples are Purushatidishtan. This is not by our hard work, by our karma, you think we got this nice palatial temple, a nice life, nice prasadam, all these things. No, this is Purushatidishtan. Because of Prabhupada's arrangement, we are having such a wonderful life of Krishna consciousness. Yesterday, one rich man, a donor, a supporter of our temple, called me. And he said, Swamiji, is there your bakery running? I asked, I said, no. Is there something else? Swamiji, I'm so bored, I can't go out. Lockdown, no? Everybody is in their house. And then, so I asked him, what, your wife, your servants, they are all not cooking. All has become boring, Swamiji. And then I said, I thought, okay, yeah. Actually, yes, day before yesterday, we had Brahmotsava feast. We had 27 items prepared, and very nice items. Oh, Swamiji, you are telling me all this, my mouth is watering. Can you send that one? I said, no, I can't send, how lockdown, how can I send? No, Sridham Prabhu will come, he will bring. I said, no. Sridham Prabhu also cannot come. How can he come? He also cannot come, lockdown. No, you tell Naveen Prabhu, he will make a... He was telling all this. So I was thinking, he is a rich man, big man, he has got his servant. I have been to their house many times, he got so many servants cooking. And life has become, but look at our lives. Such a nice feast we had. So many nice arrangements, so many different devotees are there, they are cooking. What a life we are having actually. Just now devotees were all singing and dancing, how wonderful. What a life we have. This is Purushatidishtan. Extraordinarily blessed us because of Srila Prabhupada's and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. We should remember that. But we should be fully engaged in serving the mission of the Lord and following His regulative principles of devotional service and chanting the holy name as Prabhupada has given, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. So, what worked millions of years ago? Lord Brahma directing Priyavrata, don't worry. As long as you are prakrityam bhajasva, you be in your constitutional position of serving the Lord. And the same spirit and instruction Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to Kurma Brahmana. Yare dekho tare kaho, Krishna Upadesh. This is my mission. Krishna Upadesh should be spread. And at that time, Khabu na bhadive thamara vishaya taranga. This vishaya taranga, this is going to bother you. No, I will protect you. And in the same way, Srila Prabhupada has given us a shelter in the form of his organization, his institution, where we will be so sheltered. Vishaya taranga na bhadive. It will not bother us, provided we are serving the mission of the Lord. And we are prakritim bhajasva. We are situated in our constitutional position of serving the Lord. So you can see how Prabhupada is bringing all of these things in the purport. A sincere devotee who engages in the service of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by preaching his cult all over the world will never be affected by Vishaya Taranga, material influences. On the contrary, in due course of time, he will return to the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and will thus have perpetual association with him. These are the great offerings of Srila Prabhupada through his institution. We'll stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam